On Saturday, December 7th, 2019, our beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai lovingly spent precious time with our fellow Kuan Yin practitioners at the New Land Ashram in Taiwan, also known as Formosa. Master finished reading the story of Chandana from the book about the venerated Lord Mahavira and expounded on the hardships the great saints and enlightened masters must endure in this world, and how, as spiritual practitioners, it's best for us to live simpler lives.
This is the life that you should aspire to. Simple. 2-3 pair of clothes, you're happy, you're free. Truly, freedom is the best. It's the best of everything. Yes. Or live like Lord Mahavira. Yeah. Not even any stitch on your body. It is very funny how any practitioners, a true practitioner, the one who will be master or something, will be tested to the extent of their last endurance. But that's the way it is, actually. Just like gold, It's not beautiful like this. Huh? It has to be grilled in the very vicious fire, and then has to be beaten and have to be confined into mold and shape, and then have to be even sculpted with chisel and with hammer, and then it become a beautiful piece of jewelry. That is the envy of the world. Similar, most great person in the history has been going through a lot of test, hammer, trimming, and unbearable situation. They have to bear the unbearable. They have to endure the unendurable. Many things like that. And then you are tamed, then you're trimmed, you're sculpted into a perfect shape inside, that you're ready to do a great job. Then you have no more attachment to anything at all. Having or not having, to you is the same. You don't even shy away from fame, but you don't care about fame. You are just whatever, the arrangement of heaven. You are just that. You just do whatever you have to do, regardless of your own liking or not liking. But at that time, after you've been drilled and grilled and hammer and chisel and punch and hole and fire, everything already, I think everything else left you, or the ego gone. Then God can manifest. So if you want to be great, like Lord Mahavira, learn from his lessons. Like we should not fear hardship. We should not desire for comfort. If you have comfortable place, okay, you use it. If you don't have it, you take care of yourself. Use a tent or anything. I just wanted to tell you that the real practitioner, they're truly free, if they want to be. He practiced for 12 years before he became completely enlightened and confident enough to teach other people. Right now, he's still free. Being tested and chisel and trim and cut and fire and drown and starve, ridicule, torture and anything still continue. Yet, he's in the process of getting ready to do a great job. Imagine. But even then, even though without knowing, at that time, Lord Mahavira is already blessing the world and those who has affinity with him. It's not like wait until he became a truly official enlightened master, then the karma would come. No, karma already come. That's why he suffers so much. He suffers also because of some karma of his also. But it cannot be that much. No, it's added on by the world karma, even though without him knowing at that time yet. But he began to know more already. So he knew that he has to wait for the princess, this captured and harassed and tortured princess, to give him food. Otherwise, 5.5 months he went around eating nothing.
Master then read how Lord Mahavira was able to free Chandana from her life of imprisonment through his impossible resolution, where he would accept alms for breaking his fast only from a princess who had become a slave, plus various other conditions that needed to be fulfilled. After 5 months and 26 days of not eating, the venerated one approached Chandana's door.
And then she heard the footsteps and a murmur of a crowd. Then she looked up and found that the great savior, Shaman Mahavira, was standing at her door. Chandana became enthralled. She thought, "Oh, thank Lord, you have yourself come to my rescue from this pitiable condition." She forgot all her misery, and the pain turned into joy as if every cell in her body was dancing. She tried to stand. "Welcome, O Lord, please accept something from these wretched hands." Prabhu took a step forward and stopped. 12 out of the 13 conditions were visible. Only Chandana had no tears in her eyes. Oh, she has to cry as well, okay? That's the only last condition that's not visible yet. So Mahavira turned and started moving away. He thought it's not right. Only 12 conditions, not 13. As soon as Mahavira turned away, Chandana's joy vanished, as if struck by lightning. She lamented by herself, "How unlucky I am that even in this wretched condition, Prabhu has turned empty-handed from my door." Filled with self-pity, she started crying. 13 condition already here. Mahavira turned back and looked. All conditions of his resolution were visible now. He stepped ahead and extended his cupped hands before Chandana. Joyous Chandana took the pulse brand from the basket and put it in the extended palms of Lord Mahavira Swami. Mahavira broke his fast right there and then. The next moment, Chandana's shackles shattered to pieces.
Our most caring master also mentioned how this act of absolute selflessness and kindness may have been the beginning of the liberation of women and society in general.
This resolution of the period of penance of Lord Mahavira Swami may be deemed as the first step of the human endeavor for woman's liberation. Maybe he had to go through that so that the woman's status will be more elevated in this world, not to talk about spiritual yet, yeah? So more liberated, more respected, more free. Because in old time, women cannot go out of the house. In some countries nowadays, still like that, cannot go out alone. So they think Lord Mahavira had to endure all this in order to help humans' status to begin to step into a liberated kind of society.
Our respectful and humble gratitude, beloved Master, for reading and explaining the stories about the great compassionate Lord Mahavira. In heaven's wisdom, may we heed and learn from these valuable lessons as we continue to meditate diligently to truly know we are purely God's children. May most merciful Master remain ever healthy, happy, and safe in the protective grace of the Divine. For the full broadcast of this lecture by Supreme Master Ching Hai, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples at a later date.